You only have one toddler left. You can easily bathe him. You managed to keep kids clean when you had like 4 toddlers running around. You can handle one. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and today we are back to play some more of our 100 baby challenge with our first matriarch, Katharine, who is now an elder and all done having children. And we are now just kind of entering into that phase where we are advancing the kids, getting them ready to age up. So our second matriarch, Josephine, can take over the mantle of baby bearing for the Larson family. Getting into game right off the bat, we have moved out the most recent set of twins to age up, Tessa and Gregory. They have moved out. We now have in the house teenagers, Jenna and Gregory, both of whom just aged into teenagers. We are starting at the start of the week. It's Monday, it's summer, everybody's going to school every day. Plenty of time for these two to get moved on and into young adulthood. So Jenna needs to get a skill to level 3, get some homework done, as well as get one of these character values into range. Adrian, exact same boat. Josephine and her twin William just recently started elementary school, so they are still C students, but in good shape going forward and going to school tomorrow to get A's. Actually, it looks like William needs to do his homework, so let's have him get started on that. And William has completed part of his aspiration, so good for him. Josephine, as our next heir, probably would benefit from completing her aspiration as well, so we may work on that. There isn't necessarily a huge rush to get those two aged up, because the youngest, the toddler Daniel, who is extremely tired, has to go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness, Katharine, come potty train this child, because he has to age up and move out as well for him to count. So he really will probably age up and move out at the same time as Josephine and William. So Josephine wants a BFF, and really it makes the most sense for her to be BFFs with her twin. Right, so Josephine and William have become BFFs, which is something they both wanted. It makes sense, they're twins. Who better to be BFFs with than your twin? Right, all of the kids are up taking care of things. Jenna's making some breakfast for everybody. Adrian's working on skills. Josephine's working on skills, and William's getting himself ready. Daniel is hungry, so as soon as this fruit salad Jenna's making is ready, he needs to come eat. And Katharine is sleeping a little bit. She kind of knows that the kids are all okay, so she's kind of letting them do their thing. All right, everybody is heading off for school. Katharine has gotten up herself, going to have some breakfast for herself. Uh-oh, Daniel is feeling sad from eating icky food. Jenna did not do the greatest job cooking because it was the first thing Jenna's ever made. So it was not the best, but good job, Jenna, for at least trying. We'll give you credit for that. We do need to have Daniel getting some skills going. He's almost level 2 of his thinking skill, so I think we'll have him play some sim shape on the Wabbit tablet to get him there. While he is doing that, we're gonna have Katharine come and start a yard sale. Again, trying to earn some money for Josephine to take with her when she moves out to kind of start in a new place on her own as matriarch. But before she does any of that, because Daniel needs to go potty, she's going to potty train Daniel. Just when you think you're going to do something, toddlers change your mind. Okay, William has some unfinished assignments. When William gets to class, he realizes his timeline is due, the one he was supposed to start a week ago. He eyes the stack of papers piling up on his teacher's desk. All he needs is a few minutes alone with one. Does he try to copy a classmate's or confess the truth? Daniel is a little bit hot-headed. I think he's going to try to copy a classmate's. Oh, and Jenna has now gotten a pop-up that says Jenna's last math test was not her best work. She got a so-so grade, which could really bring down her average. Should she ask to do some extra credit work or just try to get a perfect grade next time? I think she'll work harder. Oh my gosh, we keep getting these pop-ups and I can't actually read them. All right, this one is Josephine. Today the principal is visiting Josephine's class. Everyone is to be on their best behavior and not interrupt the lesson. Unfortunately, the kid sitting behind her has decided to pelt her with something. Should she ignore it or ask the kid to stop? She is going to ignore it. So with William, William's teacher is busy writing on the board. Shuffling the top paper under his shirt, William excuses himself to the bathroom. Unfortunately, William is followed by the owner of the paper who takes his lunch in exchange for silence. But he did get a small performance gain. Jenna studies and practices like mad and greatly improves her grade on today's test. It turns out her reward was directly proportional to her effort. So she also got a small performance gain. And then Josephine. So Josephine keeps her eyes trained dutifully on the board, hoping the kid will stop. Instead, the kid fires a ball of paper so hard it rolls up to the teacher's feet. For once, somebody else gets in trouble and Josephine gets to look innocent and studious, but she doesn't get any performance change. Oh my gosh, like everybody had a chance card for school right then. Meanwhile, Katharine's trying to potty train Daniel and needs to go to the bathroom herself. This seems to always be the case. Katharine always has to pee while she's teaching her kids to pee. Alright, so Daniel didn't quite get to level 2 of the potty skill, unfortunately. He's at 96%, so he's still gonna need one more assistance from Katharine before he can do it on his own. Gregory, who just moved out, has called up his mom and said, "Hey, Katharine," I don't know why he's calling his mom Katharine, but we won't ask questions. "I think I have a crush on Amy Prescott. Do you think it's worth a try?" And I think Katharine would tell him to go for it. She's gonna want her kids to, you know, be bold and approach people for potential relationships, but also to respect their wishes, and if they aren't interested, to back off. Now, with a toddler tended to, Katharine's bladder needs met, we are going to have this yard sale. Alright, we're getting some people showing up, including Jocelyn, one of our children. People are buying things! Oh my gosh, everybody's buying stuff. Yay, keep buying things. Oh, here's Kaylin, another one of our children. Kaylin was the child of Christopher Volkov. Not a werewolf, though. She was the first single birth that we had. Katharine has had 21 children, and of those 21 children, 18 have been twins. So there have only been 3 single births. It's been a little chaotic in this house. Alright, kids have made it home from school. Josephine and William have gotten B's, but the teenagers are still at B's, so nobody's gotten their grades up enough to age up. But that's okay, I wasn't really expecting it today. But since they are home, we can have them working on things. The teenagers need to do their school projects, so let's pull those out for both of them and have them get started working carefully on that. That will not only like get their grades up and their some skills up, but it will also get their responsibility up. And oh no, why is Adrian mortified? Adrian is mortified because he's having a mood swing. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like you can do anything right and everyone is judging you. Stop looking at me. Well, go do your homework. Get over it. Alright, Josephine needs some fun. So since there's like this park across the way, maybe Josephine can come over here and play a little bit. Really wouldn't mind getting her social butterfly aspiration maxed, to be perfectly honest with you. I really think that could help her going forward, as she, you know, is obviously going to have to be meeting a lot of people. William, I'm less concerned about. You know what, actually, I think we're going to do? We are going to make a club for Josephine. And not only will these be friends to kind of help Josephine with her aspiration, but this will also be a potential dating pool and baby donor for Josephine as she becomes a young adult and starts to have kids herself. We are going to pick children. We're going to sort by kids. That way they're all Josephine's age. They'll be around her age the whole time. So we're going to start with that, and then we'll remove that requirement so that as they age up, they won't get kicked out of the club. Our club activities will be, since they're kids, we'll have them like do their homework together. They can come and play on playground equipment. And we'll alter this as they start to get older. Social, they will be friendly. And we'll leave it at that for now. And then we'll add some people to the club. Alright, so we've added a variety of children to the club. We kind of went with different genetic makeups, things like that, to make it interesting for the children that Josephine will be carrying one day. Alright, and we are going to start the gathering. And they can all come over and hang out here at the lot and play on the playground with Josephine. We can maybe do some homework together, things like that. Well, this is kind of cute. They're all over here together doing their homework. Well, Katharine is sad from losing a good friend. Someone has died. Oh, it looks like maybe it was Marcel Price has died. So Marcel Price was the baby donor for Brody and Jen, which were the 4th set of twins that Katharine had. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. So many of Katharine's acquaintances are passing. Oh yay, Jenna finished her extra credit work. It looks like Adrian is still working on his. So that's good. Good job, Jenna. Which means her responsibility is being really close to the right range. So she needs a little bit of fun. We'll have her come and watch the cooking channel. Adrian has finished his homework as well. He also needs some fun. Maybe he can come and play a video game. Josephine's gonna end her gathering. She's really hungry, so she needs to come home and get something to eat. She did get her homework done with her friends, so that's completed. All right, it is now morning. We have a very stinky Adrian who needs to come and take care of those needs. So you need to go take a shower, dude, because you are super stinky. And then maybe when you're done with that, you can play some video games because you still do need to get a skill to level 3. And right now you have rocket science at level 2. And I'm not buying a rocket for you to get that to level 3. So you need to work on something here. Jenna also needs a shower. Also in the same boat and needs to get a skill to level 3. She has cooking halfway through level 1 and rocket science. So when she's done taking a shower, we maybe need to have her come and watch the cooking channel. Or maybe she can cook something. She wasn't very good at it before, but she could cook something now. All right, well, everybody is heading off to school. Again, I don't see, well, okay, Josephine and William could very potentially get themselves A's today. However, Josephine is still like miles away from being ready to complete this. Uh-oh. Daniel has woken up. He is very, very stinky. So Katharine, you need to come give him a bath. You only have one toddler left. You can easily bathe him. You managed to keep kids clean when you had like 4 toddlers running around. You can handle one. I know you've gotten quite a bit older. I know it's harder for you now, but you can handle this. All right, Jenna did make a successful fruit salad. It took her all morning and is going to make her late for school, but she did make it successfully at least. I think the playing in the water has made Daniel need to use the potty. So as soon as he's done with his bath, Katharine is going to have to take him over to use the potty. Marcella just called. So Marcella was one of the first set of twins for Katharine, and she just said, Tane and I have a little bun in the oven. I can't describe to you how excited I am to be having a baby. So Katharine is going to be a grandparent again. We looked at the family tree once before and it was quite convoluted. There's like a lot happening here. Katharine has 4 grandchildren, which I think has changed. I think she only had 3 the last time we looked. So Elliot and Marcella were the first 2 twins. Elliot has a son named Garrett who looks to be a teenager, and Marcella already has a son named Bradford, and she is expecting another baby, so that's really exciting. And then Jonathan, who was the 3rd set of twins, and his twin Ariana both have children. So Jonathan has a daughter named Jenny who looks to be a teenager, and Ariana has a little toddler named Callie. So Katharine has 4 grandchildren and a 5th on the way. And Daniel has now reached level 2 of the potty skill, so he can go potty on his own. We love it. Josephine has mastered the art of the paper airplane and can't wait to try her original supersonic design. She's already finished her worksheet and the substitute isn't looking. Maybe now is a good time. Josephine kind of plays by the rules, so she's gonna wait for recess. Josephine hides the plane in her backpack until recess. By the time she gets to the playground, the nose is bent and the thing won't fly straight back to the drawing board. Oh no, poor Josephine. But at least she didn't get herself into trouble. Jenna has a class presentation. She has to present in front of the entire class. She has some great ideas for how to jazz up her presentation, even if they're not exactly what the teacher asked for. Should she go all out and make her presentation shine, or just do what was asked? Jenna was a whiz kid as a child, so I think she would go all out. Her presentation blows the other students out of the water. She gets the highest grade in the class, and the teacher submits her for Student of the Millennium. She got a median performance game. Good job, Jenna. Way to be an overachiever. Poor Katharine is feeling really sad from losing a good friend and then thinking about her friend's death. She's getting on in years, and a lot of her former friends and partners are starting to pass away, and I think a lot of that mortality is kind of starting to catch up with her a little bit, And so she's really sad and kind of having a tough time. Daniel reached level 3 of the thinking skill, so it's time to have him move on and start working on some other skills. And he thinks so too, because he's sad because he's played with too many blocks. So we'll have him come tell the Blarfy his sadness, and then he can come and play with dolls. And Josephine wants to know if she should invite over classmate Orlando. I mean, sure, you want to make some friends, so might as well. And everybody's grades are up, it looks like. Well, no, not everybody's. It looks like Josephine and William... Oh, no, Josephine is an A student, but William is not. William still needs to get a skill to level 4. I didn't realize that. I thought he was good. He is not good. He needs to get a skill up. All right, so Orlando Scott is here. So Adrian has come up and said, but who am I? I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all of my friends seem to have it figured out. How do I figure it out myself? Honestly, I think Katharine would tell him not to worry. He has time. She doesn't want him stressing. His responsibility did fall out of the responsible range, but a little bit of homework and he should be okay. Now, Orlando is here, who is a friend of Josephine's. So we're gonna have her come and do some social interactions with him because she needs to get her social skill up. William also needs to get his social skill up too. And we need to get the teenagers' skills up too. All right, so Jenna is level 2 of the cooking skill. Let's have her come in and watch some more of the cooking channel. Adrian still needs some work. All right, we need to have him like coming and playing video games, I think. So he can come play Glitch Block after he goes to the bathroom and stuff. Josephine, we're getting over here talking to Orlando and getting to know him. All right, Josephine reached level 5 and completed this part of the social butterfly aspiration. So she needs to become friends with 3 other children, 2 adults, and reach level 10 of the social skill. Orlando, she is working on right now, and she's got the acquaintances in her friend group. So the 3 kids will come from there. And then I figure maybe Katharine can invite over one of her former baby donors and we can have Josephine get to know her, get to know them. Or maybe even some siblings, actually. All right, Josephine is now friends with Orlando, so that is 1 kid done. All right, Adrian is getting close with his video gaming skill, but he's getting tired and he needs to eat. So why don't you come and get some food? Jenna's cooking skill is barely into level 2, so maybe she can come and serve some dinner. Maybe we'll have her make some mac and cheese for people to eat for dinner. Okay, Adrian is back in the responsible range, so that's good. And Daniel has reached level 2 of the movement skill, also a good thing. Oh, he needs to potty. Go potty. So all of his skills are level 2, except for thinking, which is level 3. So good progress for Daniel. And it looks like Jenna made some decent mac and cheese. Oh, Marcella has come over and she's got her baby bump. Oh, this is too cute. And this is good because Josephine is going to get a chance to meet her. And she does need to be friends with an adult. So she's going to talk with Marcella a little bit and kind of get to know her older sister. So Josephine just became friends with her older sister, which is good. So she just needs to be friends with one more adult. So Katharine is really excited to see Marcella and to see her pregnant. So she's going to ask about the baby. And Marcella's like, do you want to feel... And so Katharine is getting this opportunity to feel her grandchild kick, which is something that she hasn't been able to do before. And she's feeling really happy and excited to kind of see her child pregnant as well. You know, she had so many pregnancies herself, and so then for her to see one of her children also pregnant is really exciting for her. Okay, so Jenna's reached level 3 of the cooking skill, which is good. So she is in a good spot to get an A. Adrian is really close with the video gaming, so we're gonna see if he can kind of finish that off before he leaves for school. Josephine and William are off. Okay, he did it. He reached level 3 of the video gaming skill, which means he can go to school and hopefully come home with an A. So then perhaps Jenna and Adrian will be aging up and moving out today. Katharine got a call from the school about William. William started a food fight in the cafeteria, causing most of the other students to join in, and we're still cleaning up. Katharine is gonna say he should definitely help clean. He helped make the mess, he needs to help clean it up. Like, that's not okay. He doesn't just get to make a mess. Jenna has received an Excellent Bunny award in her inventory. Good for Jenna. I mean, she was, like, nominated for, you know, Student of the Millennium, so I suppose it's only fitting. Wow, he just bought something for 460 simoleons. Nice. Josephine wants to invite over classmate Kendrick, so we're gonna say yes. Jenna has an A. Josephine has an A. Jenna is responsible. Adrian got an A. William is still a B student because we still need to get to level 3. So since both of the teenagers are A students, we can get them aged up and move out. So we are gonna do that. Josephine is going to work on her friendship with Kendrick Charm. We're gonna have Jenna and Adrian come and blow out their candles and get aged up into young adults and ready to move out. And I think that's probably gonna wrap up the episode for today. So Jenna has aged up first, and her aspiration as a teenager was angling ace. So we are going to leave that alone and put that back. And then her final trait as a young adult will be adventurous. So she is a nature or recycling, hot-headed, adventurous fisher person and has graduated with honors. And now we're going to age up Adrian. All right, Adrian has aged up. Now, he had a teenager aspiration when he became a teenager. So we need to roll for him to have a new aspiration. And so we're going to roll between 1 and 15. And we got a 15. Which is a werewolf aspiration. So he wants to be a werewolf initiate. Very good. He's not living here, so he can go be a werewolf all he wants. And his final trait is going to be high maintenance. Oh man, he's a childish, high maintenance child of the ocean who wants to be a werewolf. Adrian has an interesting life ahead of him. He's also graduated with honors. Well done, kid. Well done. So with those birthdays under wraps, we are going to end the episode here. Those two I will move out off camera and get them out on their own as young adults. And then we'll start focusing in on Josephine and finishing up her social butterfly aspiration. I want to finish that before aging up her and William into teenagers, because I think having that extra trait will really benefit her as our matriarch. Plus, Daniel is still a toddler, so we still have a while before Josephine will be taking over the mantle. So we can move a little bit slower with Josephine and William. Maybe in the next episode, I think Daniel will probably be ready to age up into a child as well. So we've got the next set out of the house and moved on, and we're getting that much closer to Josephine taking over as matriarch. The Sims did announce just last week the Infants update is coming in March, so I suspect that somewhere in the middle of Josephine's matriarchy, we're going to get the Infant update, and the 100 baby challenge is going to change completely for us. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!